Guess who's back? Back again. It's Hillary Clinton. Has Hillary ever stumbled across a scandal that she just didn't outright embrace? Well, tonight we're dissecting the infamous Russia hoax, a political circus so labyrinthine that even Shakespeare might have tossed his quill in frustration. Spoiler alert, this saga brims with misdirection, deceit, and dubious dossiers. And yes, we've got the evidence to back it up. So here's the headline. Straight from the floor of the Senate Judiciary Committee, the Durham report exposes that Hillary's campaign orchestrated efforts to frame Trump as cozy with Russia. This was a diversion from Hillary's own email catastrophe, kaploof. It is the political equivalent of, look, over there, a distraction. I mean, it's basically what they've done. That's just about how, sassy and, intelligent this whole design is. But at the same time, the FBI treated the Steele dossier, the spark for countless investigations, as if it were holy writ. Internal reviews, however, deemed this seriously flawed. If the FBI were a business at this point, their credibility would have been bankrupt. Hillary Clinton, the Houdini of controversy. Nothing to see here, folks. Nothing suspicious. Just ignore the flames in my kitchen as I conjure a Russian bear out of thin air. And the FBI, let's just say their investigation leaned on information so far-fetched, so creative, that even Walt Disney would have filed the copyright claim. Of course, we're talking about the Steele dossier. This masterpiece funded by Clinton's campaign. It reads like a late-night Mad Lib session. One of its primary sources had been flagged as unreliable for years in advance. It's like hiring a chef notorious for burning everything, including the water, then wondering, why is my dinner completely destroyed? It tastes like smoke. This wasn't intelligence. It was creative fiction. And using this dossier to justify an FBI probe is like writing your thesis on Bigfoot. Yes, it's going to get attention, but not credibility. And at this point, the FBI needed as much credibility as it could possibly get. And in the end, what we got was fiction, wrapped in a scandal and stuffed into absurdity with a side of mock seriousness. Step in Tulsi Gabbard. She labeled this debacle as treasonous conspiracy, led by Obama-era officials aiming to brand Trump as a Kremlin lackey. Democrats, they might laugh it off, but their jittery chuckles from the corner pack a lot more volume than competence. It's gone from nothing to see here, guys, to quick, everybody, delete the group chat. And then we have the FBI, the self-appointed defenders of democracy. They revered the Steele dossier like holy scripture, but bungled their FISA warrant process to such a degree that even the liberal press was forced to concede that mistakes were made, guys. Mistakes were made. Sorry. It was a little baby mistake. But mistakes. This wasn't for getting someone's fries. I mean, I got the bag. I got the burger in the bag. I gave it to the person. They drove by. They left. I didn't get to put the fries in the bag. But this was undermining democracy's foundation while claiming it was all just an innocent little oops. Excuse me, sir. Come back and get your fries. I got your fries. They're not in the bag. I forgot the fries. Highlights from the Durham report reveal that unverified intelligence was, at one point, used to justify a FISA warrant. That's about as professional as citing a magic 8-ball in your dissertation. And listen, I understand, okay? You're there, it's 2 a.m. You've been doing this damn dissertation for like 3 weeks, 4 weeks, a month, longer, okay? You got the magic 8-ball. You got an 8-ball. You've done the 8-ball. It's still late, and you got the magic 8-ball. It's time to give that thing a whirl. With stakes this high, we're putting way too much stock into institutions that can't seem to tell fact from fantasy. On the sidelines, watchdog Mike Benz likened Hillary's narrative machine to the efficiency of a top-tier Maytag washer. And this is an upsetting reference because I'm sure half of you have no idea what the hell I'm talking about. Top-tier Maytag washer is actually quite efficient. And yet, Big Tech, which happily played referee on this field, faced no scrutiny. None. Facebook, famous for turning viral cat videos into outrage, gets off without a slap on the wrist. And where's their hearings? But let's move on and discuss the FBI's double standard. Hillary she received a defensive briefing when interference was suspected in her campaign. What about our boy Trump? What about the guy in the MAGA hat? He got no such courtesy. In the progressive playbook, equality seems to translate into perks for everyone, except for, again, the guy in the red hat with the hair. Nah. Slap the word fairness on a Prius, but it doesn't mean the wheels are turning. Trump called the Russia investigation a witch hunt for years, right? And all those years he was skewered for it. But now, turns out, the real witches might have been the pundits cackling nightly on CNN and The View. Avoid The View. Very, very scary show. Credit where credit is due, though. They leaned into their role. Like, they did a really good job of being that witchy counterpart. But this honestly wasn't just a witch hunt. This was community theater masquerading as a blockbuster. So here's where we stand. Hillary's team spun a web of intrigue that makes Charlotte's Web look completely amateurish. Charlotte's Web book written many, many years ago. We used to read it in elementary school. Anyway, the FBI fumbled their investigation, and the media provided the half-line cheer. Trust in our institutions has hit rock bottom, leaving us with but one pressing question. Who the hell's pulling the strings here? Anyway, that's all for tonight. Don't forget to like, follow, and hit that bell, because when the next scandal drops, which will be at some point tonight, you'll want to hear it here first. Drop a comment below and tell me about your all-time favorite Clinton scandal. Though, fair warning, you may run out of characters. I did.